Hi everyone and welcome back at Betting Tips for You TV. We are back again here to give you some more tips for Tuesday, as we are reached now the third round of the group stages, and very soon we will know which teams are going through to the last of 16 and which one will go home. So we already know some teams obviously that have already qualified and some that will leave the competition, but there is still a lot to be decided and there are still a lot of betting opportunities. We've done very well in the last few days. I'm sure you've seen it on Saturday night, for instance. We won another double, as Luca predicted correctly. Both teams to score in Spain against Poland, and also the over 2.5 in that thrilling and very exciting game of the afternoon between Portugal and Germany. So we are looking forward to get more wins as we start a new week here with the Euros. And things are getting very, very interesting, and from betting point of view, football point of view, and we hope that we can continue this great form. So on today's show, we will have our local expert, Robbie Billund, that will give us the tips on the two matches. We'll give a double and also, actually, a treble, I've been told, and a bet of the day on the matches, and then we will be back here to give you tips on Ukraine against Austria game that is predicted by our expert here, Betting for You TV headquarters. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. All you need to do is to click on the subscribe button. Everything is completely free, so simply log into your YouTube account and click subscribe, and everything is done. Then you will have access to all our videos, and also if you hit the bell, you will get notifications every time we post a new video. That's the best way to avoid missing out any of the great tips produced by our experts. Also, if you like some of the tips that we will suggest in this show, simply check in the description below, as we have placed all the links that will load those bets in the bookmaker website. And we select bookmakers that have the best odds for the tips given, so you're likely to get a better return if we win the bets by using those bookmakers. However, always check the odds before betting, as those are subject to change. So let's go immediately now to our expert, Robbie Billund, that will give us the tips on 3 of the 4 games that we will have on Monday. I can see that Robin is connected with us. So Robin, that's over to you.
Hi guys, we are back again, and it's time to decide the outcome of the Group B and Group C here on Monday, as we will see Ukraine go up against Austria. We will see the Netherlands face North Macedonia, and then we also have Denmark against Russia, and of course Belgium against Finland as well. There is still a lot to play for in those games, and we have of course thought very much about how we can best optimize our chances here going into those rounds where it's time to decide which teams will go through to the knockout stages. And it's very interesting to see. Of course, we are in a situation here where 4 of 6 number 3s in the group will go through as well. For example, we have a Denmark team standing on 0 points going into the last day of the group stage, but with a win here against Russia, they have a very big chance still to reach the playoffs. They could even actually be number 2 in this group, as both Finland and Russia have 3 points each. So there is a lot to take into consideration here when we look ahead of the final days of football in the group stage. And then, of course, the knockout stage, there will be so much interesting to look ahead of. But for Monday here with the Group B and Group C, we have picked out a treble. We have looked into 3 of the 4 games. Ukraine against Austria is a game we haven't looked into, as we do feel that this is a game where it could go either way. It will be very interesting to follow, of course, but we have decided not to take it up here in our Monday treble. Then we picked out the best bet of the day for you as well, of course, as always. And we shouldn't be wasting your time anymore now. So For our Monday treble, we think that Belgium will score over 1.5 goals against Finland. Belgium has 6 points after the 2 games. They will probably do some rotation. As long as they don't lose big here to Finland, they will still be the group winners. And of course, that is not a scenario we can see here, but we think Belgium will win. But what we do here is that we back Belgium to score over 1.5 goals, as we think with some rotation there will be some very interesting attacking players that want to show that they are potential starters when we go into the knockout stage. And I think that Belgium will just go out there and go on full gear and make Finland having a very hard time. So Belgium over 1.5 goals. We do actually the exact same thing in Netherlands against North Macedonia. The same here, Netherlands on 6 points already. Probably some rotation, but we have seen even in the games here before, they have done a lot of substitutions. They have swapped a few players around our mark, but still they have always kept going. They are a very interesting side, of course, as always, with players coming from the ranks of the Ajax and PSV, for example, and also Feyenoord, and they will have talent on the pitch no matter how they rotate here against North Macedonia. And I do think that if there's something that a Netherlands team wants to do, it's to attack. They want to go forward, and we have seen that North Macedonia have a bit of a struggle with their defense as well. So over 1.5 for the Netherlands as well. And when we're done over 1.5 in 2 of the 3 games, why not continue on that streak? As we think that Denmark now fully recovered, at least mentally, they are ready to go. They want to go out there and give this a fair chance. They want to continue the tournament going into a group's knockout stage from the group stage. They can start fresh. They can start to believe again in this team, and I think they will go out and have a very good game against Russia. And no matter how it ends, I do think that they will score over 1.5 as well. A 2-0 win could be what it takes to make sure that they book a place in the playoffs, but I don't think that Denmark will even think about if it's 1 or 2 or 3 goals they need. They will just go out there. We saw it against Belgium, of course. They came out short in the end. That was also against the team with Kevin De Bruyne, Eden Hazard, and so much talent on that pitch. But they went out there, left all on the pitch. They played for their team, for their country, and I think they will do it again here. So Denmark over 1.5 goals. And then we have Denmark, Netherlands, and Belgium to score over 1.5 in our Monday treble. Best bet of the day for Monday is that this Denmark side goes over 5.5 corners in this game against Russia. You can double your money more or less on this, depending of course on the site and subject to changes, but I think it's very good value in this, much based on the same scenario here, where I think that Denmark, they will just go all out there, attack this game. They want to score goals, create chances. They will be the team that controls this game, as Russia, of course, they could be very happy with the point they have when the game starts, and they will sit probably quite tight defense-wise and hold on to the point where Denmark will be the team flying forward. And I think that will create chances, that will create corners as well. So Denmark over 5.5 corners is our best bet of the day. Best bet of the day backed with a medium stake. Of course, when we do 3 games in the treble, we lower our stake a little, but still we are very comfortable with all those 3 teams scoring over 1.5 goals. So hopefully we can have a very pleasant Monday here together with our treble and our best bet of the day. And I will speak to you soon again.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Robin. And let's hope that we can get more winning bets from you. Robin has been delivering some very nice doubles in the last week, and we really hope that we can get more. We are always backing the tips from our expert, as you can see from our shows, and you can see all the transparent results that they've achieved. If we navigate to betnewsforyou.com and go to the BetNewsForYou TV section, you will have the latest episode, the old bet slip that we won in the last months, and also you will get a profit and loss by expert. So that will give you a complete view of how we're doing. And of course, you will then probably understand why we are backing our own tips. So let's now let's now go forward into the show, and I will give you the tips released by our expert on Ukraine against Austria, of course. So Ukraine have drawn 4 of the last 9 games for 1-1. So definitely they are a team that are difficult to get beaten by, but also that they are struggling to win games. Austria are not coming into this match in much better form, as they've won only once in the last 8 matches at the Euros. And in addition to that, when we reach the last round of group stages in this major competition, we always need to look what's the situation on the table, and also which teams need what, because normally it's not that they fix games, but obviously there is motivations that are coming into play, and also some teams that might not need points might rotate players, and others that maybe they both need the draw. Eventually that could actually happen, as they will not go all over in attack in the last half an hour, for instance, to get the goal, as they will risk it too much. So this is a situation like that, as in Group C has been very enjoyable so far, but it's we don't think that unpredictability will also manifest himself in the last week of this group. In fact, so both teams are coming into this match after defeating North Macedonia, and they've also both lost to the Netherlands. So they are in the middle of the group, and that means that a draw will allow them, most likely, both sides to progress into the last 16. And considering that that's the main objective, the minimum objective for them in this competition, we expect that they will not want to take too many risks. Ukraine, obviously, we believe the Ukraine are the better side between the two. In fact, they scored 5 goals in the last 2 games, so they look pretty threatening in attack. But Austria are a team that are quite solid at the back. They have some problem to score goals, but we believe that they will approach this match obviously with a more defensive set, while Ukraine will probably dominate possession, but again they will probably not risk to get a counter attack from Austria. After all, Austria still have some good players like Sabitzer, for instance, that Baumgarten as well, that can always find a good goal in a good day. So we expect this to be a quite tight affair. After all, the difference, yes, Ukraine is the better team, but they're not like hugely stronger. So definitely a draw looks the best option here. Austria, for them, would be a great thing to do to reach the last 16, despite they've won just one of the last 8 matches at the Euros. And also, they have also won once in the last 8 matches, so we don't see them beating Ukraine to get a second place. So both teams seems probably very fine with will probably be very fine with the draw, and all considered. And this is what we believe the value is, and we're backing this result with our with the medium stake. So we're going with 7 credits this time, as we believe that obviously there are good opportunities that this draw will come out, but obviously it's still a draw, so it's still risky to bet on a draw. So there are some risk, of course. So we definitely are, however, very, very confident that this bet could come in. So that's conclude our show for today. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, you hit the bell, and please, if you have liked some of our tips, or if you manage to get you to win some bets, please give us a big thumbs up, as that will allow us to grow the channel further, produce more and more content for you, and also get you hopefully to win more bets. So that's all for today. The other last things I would like to say is that if you like to bet in play, and if you like to have our expert at your service for free, you should join and follow our Twitter feed at Bet Tips for you. You can see in the graphic now, where our experts are there to provide tips on games of the Euros in real time. So they analyze the game, they look what are the opportunities with the odds, and with their experience they come up with in-play tips that they then post on the website and on the Twitter feed. So that's a very fun service, has paid back a lot as we won a lot of bets, like for example in the match between Portugal and Germany. They tipped the over 2.5 towards the beginning of the match, when the situation could have been quite unpredictable at the time, that there would be so many goals, but they still managed to do it, and they did a lot more. Like for example, yesterday, also they on the evening match on Saturday, they tipped the under 2.5 when just before the penalty just before the goal scored by Lewandowski, and then obviously there was the penalty by Gerard Moreno. So that was a really tight one, but still they managed to win a very interesting bet on that, in that case, live. So make sure you follow us on Twitter feed. We have also like consistent feed with tips, news, and more. So that's all for today. I wish you another great day of with the Euros, a great week with the Euros, great football coming up nearly every day, and then we will head into the last 16. Of course, here Band is for You TV, we will follow every single game and every single day of the Euros. So stay tuned, and good luck if you decide to play some bets, but always remember to gamble responsibly. Bye now, I'll see you tomorrow.